Hello, Dr. Cooperall. My name's Tyler.
My name's Elizabeth.
And we're going to be making an Italian dish called ceci pepe. Liz, do you want to describe how we make it? Because I really don't know.
So first, you have to make your pasta, and we decided that we're making homemade pasta because it's super easy. So it only uses 4 ingredients. You have your flour, you have your eggs, salt, and oil. So with the flour, you can use all-purpose flour, but if you only use all-purpose flour, sometimes it turns into like egg noodles, like that you get for like chicken and noodles, and we don't really want that. So the secret ingredient is semolina flour, which you can find at Fresh Thyme. So to start off with, you need 2.5 cups of flour, and you can either mix it in a bowl or like a stand mixer or something, or you can just do it on the table. So you have 2.5 cups about, it's kind of like, it doesn't exactly matter because you just have to make sure like it's not dry. But you just gotta put that on the table. And if you do this at your parents' house, then they kind of get mad because you're just like making a mess on the table. But you know, it's okay. This is how you do it. So you kind of do that, and then you have to like make kind of like a volcano. Because that's where you're going to put in the eggs when you mix it all out. So you just kind of like make a little mound. And while I'm doing that, Tyler is going to crack eggs and then kind of whisk them. So you have to have 4 large eggs at room temperature.
Okay, so I just crack this and put it in. So in case you can't tell, I don't really know how to cook, so Liz is just going to really tell me what to do, and I will try to not mess it up. But I probably will. Just so you know.
It's okay. There's not really much to mess up here.
Yeah, you say that. Give me time.
Over, then you kind of just have to use your hands to put it back in. And then we also can add a tablespoon of oil and a teaspoon of salt.
Is it? Yes, it's a teaspoon.
That's a lot.
That's what it says.
Okay, and then you just kind of like carefully whisk it in and incorporate the flour with the eggs, and be careful and make sure it doesn't spill over.
Well, while she works on that, I'm going to start focusing on something that's near and dear to my heart. That is wine. We have 2 different wines today that we will be trying. This first one is a white wine. It's a Moscato. It says Italy on the bottle, but we got it from Walmart, so who knows? Oh, it does say products of Italy, so we're good. We also have a sweet red wine that we Googled it, and I think it might pair better with the dish. So we're going to start off with this white wine. Give her a little taste. We're both 21, so it's okay. Here's yours.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and try it out. That is very good. So I'm just gonna sit here and drink until you need me to do something else.
Okay, so now the eggs are incorporated into the flour. So now we're just going to have to knead the dough for about 10 minutes or until like the dough is smooth and elastic. And then we will be ready to, after like...
If you can't tell, I don't know what I'm doing. So.
After it's smooth and elastic, then you just put it in saran wrap, and then you have to let it sit and wait for like 30 minutes so the gluten can develop, so we can put it through the pasta roller. Okay, so we kneaded this for about 10 minutes, and now it looks like this. It's all incorporated, and it's smooth. So now we're going to put it in saran wrap. So you're just going to take your saran wrap and cover it completely because we want to make sure that no air gets to it so it won't dry it out. And then you have to let it sit and wait for about 30 minutes so the gluten can develop. And then we're going to clean off the table and start making a caprese salad. Okay. So a caprese salad is super simple to make. All you need is fresh basil, like these little leaves. You need some fresh mozzarella and tomatoes, and also salt and pepper, and oil and balsamic vinegar. Okay, so we sliced the tomatoes
And I cut the cheese.
So now we're going to plate it into the salad. So what you need to do is take the tomatoes and the cheese and kind of alternate it and plate it however you think looks nice. Okay, and you also need some salt and pepper, and then you can do like the oil and vinegar too.
How much oil do I add?
You kind of just drizzle it over the top,
Like drench it?
however you want.
There.
Okay, and here's your
You can be the judge of whose is better. Obviously, it's mine.
Go.
All right, so now we're gonna put it through here. So we cut it into fourths, and then you flatten it out a little bit, and you run it through here a few times, and you gotta fold it some, and then you can like change the setting to make it smaller, and then you just run it through more. And also, we chose this dish mostly just because I wanted pasta, so that was really the only criteria. Is that flat enough?
Yeah. And then you just kind of run it through.
Do we need to put flour in there?
Yeah. Just kind of.
Wow. This is very satisfying. Do it again.
Yeah, do it once more.
Feel it down here. No.
Yep.
Fold it.
Fold it into thirds. And
Like
then,
that?
yep, and then you kind of like do that. Yep. And then put it through again. I'm gonna put it on pause. Perfect. Okay, and then you can change the setting. Run it through again.
Wow.
And then you just keep doing this until you get to the thickness that you want. This one has numbers, so I think on this one it's 6. I don't know if that changes if you have a different pasta roller. And then after you do that, then you put it through the cutting setting. And that actually makes your pasta noodles, and you want to kind of lay them out so it doesn't, if you have like high humidity in the house, they'll get stuck together, so you don't want that to happen, because then you just have a blob of dough when you go to cook it. So we're going to do that with the rest of this dough, and we'll come back. Okay, so the pasta that we're making literally translates to English as cheese and pepper. So to make the actual like sauce, we have the pasta that we like made into pasta, but we haven't cooked it yet. First, we're having the water boil behind us. But first we have to take the cheese. So we have Romano, and we have this one, which is called
Pecorino.
Pecorino. And we're going to take both of those and we're going to grate them. I believe we need about 3/4 cup of the Romano and about like a half or a third of a cup, sorry, of the Pecorino. And then, of course, since it's called cheese and pepper, then we have pepper, and we will also use butter. So we're going to grate all of the cheese because that takes a while, and then we'll come back and make the actual pasta next. So.
Okay, so now we're going to add our pasta into the salted boiling water, and then we're going to stir for about 2 minutes until it's fully cooked.
And then over here, we're going to work on making the sauce. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter in.
Oh, oh, this is not going well. Oh. This pasta's a lot longer than I thought it was.
And then we're going to let this butter melt, and then we're going to add and a teaspoon of black pepper, and we're going to let it kind of like cook for a while until toasted, which will be about a minute. And then after the pepper cooks in here, once this pasta is cooked, we're going to take about we're going to take out 3/4 cup of water, of like the pasta water, and first start off with a 1/2 cup in here. So we added the pasta into the simmering water, and now we're going to add the remaining butter, which is another 2 tablespoons, sorry. And then you kind of like stir it up in there.
Don't forget the cheese.
Yep. And then, as you're waiting for that, then you can add this cheese, which is the one I can't pronounce.
Pecorino.
And then the Romano.
We have another thing of the Romano.
We do. We can add that on top after. And then you're just supposed to stir this and like toss it until the cheese melts, and it like coats all of the pasta.
So after adding in quite a lot of cheese and doing a lot of stirring, or as Liz likes to say, jiggling, this is about what it should look like, and now we are ready for our taste test. Alright, so now it's time for a taste test, and we have our pasta and our salad, but most importantly, we have the wine. And for this dish, I selected a red wine because Google said that would go well with it. So it's been chilling for a while. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, maybe a little more. It's a Sunday night. It's a day of rest. That's all you get. All right, well, cheers, I guess.
What?
I don't know. Nobody reacted to it.
That's
Oh,
good.
I like it.
I think I'm gonna start with the salad first.
Bold move.
Oh, you didn't bring any of the balsamic on.
It's very cheesy.
It's cheesy.
We did add quite a lot of cheese.
It's a very fragrant cheese.
It is. It has an interesting aroma.
To be fair, most good cheeses are fragrant. So.
Like Kraft singles. Guess I'll try this. Not really looking forward to
No,
it.
you don't like the tomatoes.
I do not like tomatoes. But we'll
We'll
give
see
it a
how
shot.
it is.
That's
You
actually
like
pretty
tomatoes?
good. With mozzarella, maybe.
With cheese.
Yeah, with cheese. Typical
Do you
American.
have it with some basil as well?
Yes.